Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this video today. Let's talk about Kobe Bryant for a minute. So I was watching that dumbass back and forth this Cap was having with these dumbass LeBron fans yesterday on Clash or whatever the hell it was. And it was just absolute insanity. But there was one point where Scap told him that, hey, look, man, if Jordan played today, he could average 4. I mean, damn, LeBron fans are dumb. And they were trying to make the opposite argument that no, he couldn't average 40 today. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know what world LeBron fans live in. So as you guys know, MJ's highest scoring season, he scored 37. In that year, I think he made 12 threes. Let's just say that one more time. He scored 37 points a game on twos. And he made 12 three-point shots in a season. But these moronic LeBron fans think that he couldn't average 40 today. This is what they think. Then it had me thinking about Kobe Bryant. And we have a lot of Kobe fans that follow me on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. Make sure you follow me there. And then from time to time, they send me some posts about Kobe Bryant and other things, right? So I saw a post that one of them sent me yesterday that had me thinking like, damn, okay, now we got to talk about it. But before we even get into it, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. The NBA Finals are here, and for me, the basketball doesn't stop once they crown a champion because this summer of sports is genuinely stacked. I have been making all my picks on PrizePicks, America's #1 sports pick app. Here's what I genuinely enjoy about it. During the finals, I'm making picks on points, rebounds, and three-pointers, and then I can stack those player picks with soccer, baseball, or the W, and even bigger payouts. It is simply selecting more or less on a few player stats, putting them into one lineup, and following along within the same app. And it's now available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. In the finals, this is where legacies are made. You can get in on one of the biggest games of the season and make your picks on everything from points and rebounds to dunks, three-pointers, and fantasy score, all before the champion is crowned. PrizePicks is a preferred partner of the NBA, making every game even more exciting to watch. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. All right, let's get into the first post here. It says, your random screenshot of the day. Did this in the most defensive and low scoring era too. Kobe Bryant, average by month. January, 43.4. February, 31.5. March, 34.0. April, 41. The 2005-2006 season was Kobe Bryant at the absolute peak of his scoring powers. With the Lakers coming off of a difficult stretch after Shaquille O'Neal's departure, Kobe carried the offense almost single-handedly, averaging 35.4 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game, while playing 41 minutes a night. He led the NBA in scoring and dragged the roster with limited star power to 45 and 37 record and a playoff berth. That season produced some of the greatest scoring performances in basketball history. Bryant famously scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors, the second highest single scoring total in NBA history, and recorded 27 games of 40 or more points, along with 50-point games. So I want to put up this next image here. And it says, this all in one season. Let's go through it. 81, 61, 51 two times. 51. He had 4 50-point games. Then he had 48, 46, 45, 45, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 43, 42, 42, 42, 41, 41, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. That man did that in just one season, right? So Kobe Bryant averaged 40 points per game. I checked 4 times in his career. Kobe averaged over 40 for a month 4 times in his career. I want you guys to sit down and think about what the hell I just said. The man averaged over 40 points 4 separate times in his basketball career. And those years were 2003, 2006, and two times in 2007, I believe. Now, what does that era have? What does that era say? That's the lowest scoring era in NBA history in terms of pace and possessions. And if you know anything about possessions, the more possessions you have, the more opportunities you have to score. The average score when Kobe was averaging that was about 95 points per game. The average score today, it's 114 points per game. But these moronic LeBron fans will have you thinking that Kobe couldn't average or MJ couldn't average over 40 today. Make it make sense. How could they not average over 40 when you're giving them more shots? And the rules are way more laxed because in this era, you have freedom of movement. You're not essentially allowed to touch players. If SGA could get to the free throw line as many times as he does, how many times do you think Jordan and Kobe would get to the free throw line? And Kobe, I checked about how many 40-point games he has. He has over 135 40-point games. But you're telling me he couldn't average 40 in a season. This is what you're telling me. The reason why they push back against Kobe or Jordan doing that is because they know their king could not even come close. And the reason LeBron cannot come close to averaging 40 is because he doesn't have the skill set to do it. I'm sorry to say it to you. LeBron doesn't have enough moves in his bag to do it. And in this era where they don't even guard the mid-range, these guys would demolish this league. LeBron is not a good mid-range player. He shoots 37% from the field outside of 10 feet. 37. His high field goal shooting percentage is a direct byproduct of his driving to the basket. Now, has he improved as a three-point shooter? Absolutely. But my God, when you play 23 years, you ought to improve at something. I mean, my goodness gracious. You had that other guy saying, what does Michael Jordan do? But like he said, LeBron doesn't even have a post game. He didn't have a post game, and that guy was talking like as if he was saying something. So, like, I don't even understand what that was. So this doesn't surprise me, frankly. And the reason why I know is because we saw Kobe play. We saw him play. Now, did Kobe Bryant take bad shots? Sure he did. Yeah, there was some shots where it's like, okay, that's not a good shot, but they take plenty bad shots in this NBA today. You've seen a lot of knuckleheaded shots where a guy just pulls up a three like, what kind of shot is this? Or you're running a 3-on-1 fast break and a guy flares out to the three-point line to shoot a three. You're like, what? Right? So you'll see some boneheaded plays today, but I have no doubt about it. And this would be easy to understand if you watch Kobe Bryant play. It would be very, very easy to understand. And then what's the next thing LeBron fans will come up with? Shooting percent. They'll start coming up with percentages. Then you start going into other percentages. Oh, they don't want to talk about percentages. They don't want to talk about they want to talk about some percentages. They don't want to talk about others. But yeah, of course he could. We all know this already, man. Bro, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in this. Bam Adebayo scored 83 in this NBA, bro. Although that was a Fugazi 83. Maybe 65, 69 of those points were real. The rest was just a bunch of nonsense. But Bam Adebayo scored 83. But Jordan and Kobe couldn't do it. Like, what are we talking about here? Kobe and Jordan are the most devastating offensive wing players in NBA history, and it's not close. Not Kevin Durant. No. Kevin Durant is efficient, but he doesn't have that motor. He doesn't. And he doesn't have a relentlessness to his game that those guys do. He doesn't. Sorry. He doesn't. And he doesn't have the mentality like those guys did. Those guys wanted to kill you. I don't want to, we're not here to share the love. No, I'm here to destroy you. So I think those were the two best offensive players. And Jordan obviously is the best two-way player in NBA history, quite literally. Quite literally. He is the best. He's a standard. Right? He's a standard. But I thought this was a good stat. Something worth sharing with you guys. You guys, let me know what you think about in the comments.